ceceni ciothe nĩ ithiĩte digital gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ thutha wa kĩama kĩa waranĩria bũrũri-inĩ nĩkĩo Communications Authority of Kenya CAK kũhoria mĩtambo yothe ya analog gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ. Nĩ gũkoretwo na ndereti nene igũrũ rĩa ũhoro ũyũ wa gũkorwo bũrũri ũgĩthiĩ digital, no tũrĩ haha nĩguo tũkorwo tũgĩkũmenyithia ũhoro wa ma. Ceceni imwe nĩ ikoretwo ikiuga atĩ nĩ irakorwo igĩteng'erio gũthiĩ digital, na rĩu ndĩrenda tũkorwo tũgĩcoka harĩ kĩhumo kĩa ũhoro wa mabũrũri ngũrani gũkorwo magĩthiĩ digital. Kũrĩ mwaka wa 2006 mabũrũri 116 bũrũri wa Kenya ũrĩ ũmwe wamo nĩ marĩ na gĩikaro kũrĩa mũciĩ wa Geneva bũrũri wa Switzerland nĩguo makorwo makĩarĩrĩria ũmemerekia thĩinĩ wa thĩ. Hĩndĩ ya mũcemanio ũcio nĩrĩo mabũrũri maya maiguanĩire gũkorwo magĩthiĩ digital kũrĩ tarĩki kana makorwo magĩthiĩ digital tarĩki 17 mweri wa gatandatũ mwaka ũyũ tũrĩ ũgĩkinya. Kumana na ũhoro ũcio, kamĩtĩ nĩ yathondekirwo gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ mweri wa gatatũ mwaka wa 2007 nĩguo ĩkorwo ĩgĩtabania ũhoro wa bũrũri gũkorwo ũgĩthiĩ digital. Kamĩtĩ ĩno yoĩkaine ta Digital Migration Task Force kũrĩ tarĩki 9 mwaka wa 2009 ũrĩa warĩ mũtongoria wa bũrũri Moi wa Kibaki nĩ aheanire tarĩki 31 mweri wa Disemba arĩyo tarĩki ĩrĩa bũrũri wa Kenya ũgũkorwo ũgĩthiĩ digital. Ona kũhana oro ũguo, andũ ngũrani nĩ maugire matiharĩirie gũthiĩ digital, ũguo ũhoro ũcio ũkĩrũgamio.
I was at the launch of the digital switch in 2007. Stations in Kenya, broadcasters in Kenya have known for over 8 years that there's going to be digital migration. It's like when you know there's going to be rain or El Nino and you don't take steps, you then can't say, we're being rushed. The timeline has been 15 years, 8 years. We launched here. I was the chairman of the Media Owners Association when it was launched here, and I remember I even spoke at the launch. So there hasn't been a rush. That's misinformation. Just because somebody chooses not to prepare for an event doesn't make it a rush. If you choose to run at the last minute, you had the notice.
The CAK has always given us a deadline in advance. And so this matter is not so much CAK, but why we have not been prepared. Even small media houses that are there among the 40, they have been prepared for digital migration. They are actually digital.
Rĩu tondũ bũrũri wa Kenya nĩ thĩte digital harĩ ũhoro wĩgiĩ ũmemerekia, mbeũ njĩthĩ na andũ angĩ ngũrani nĩ megũkorwo makĩona mawĩra na njĩra nene, ũndũ ũrĩa ũgũkorwo ũkĩgacĩrithia ikonomi ya Kenya na gĩkĩro kĩnene.
We are over 40 members, and just among us we have employed more people in the last 2 years to operate equipment, to work in the studios, and as the number grows we shall employ even more people. So the digital sector is offering employment and will continue to offer employment to the youth, and it will end up employing many more people than the analog sector. After all, when you have 100 TV stations, they'll employ more people than 3 TV stations. In addition to this, because all these 100 stations will need content, young people will make that content, and they'll get employed, independent content producers. And we'll end up building a content sector that produces content we can sell to the region, to Tanzania, to Rwanda, perhaps to Nigeria. Instead of being importers of content, we'll be able to export content to South Africa, because our young content producers will have outlets. So it is a good thing. It's a good thing when our young people are employed, when they have outlets where their content can be shown.
Thutha bũrũri wa Kenya gũkorwo ũgĩthiĩ digital, ceceni ithatũ nĩ irakorirwo igĩtiga kũmemerekia cio nyene. Na ũhoro ũyũ nĩ mũgarũ na watho tondũ nĩguo ceceni oro yothe ĩkorwo ĩkĩmemerekia nĩ gũkorwo ĩkĩbatara mĩtambo kana frequency iria ikoragwo ikĩheanwo nĩ thirikari, na itiagĩrĩire gũkorwo igĩtiga kũhũthĩrwo tondũ ikĩheanwo nĩ thirikari nĩ cia mũingĩ wa bũrũri wa Kenya.
So it's very unfortunate when individuals choose to withhold this, because the people who actually suffer are the Kenyans who are entitled to information. I know there's been debate about how these frequencies are allocated. And as we know, we live in a transparent society, and when we ask for an audit, I think the audit should be done not just for the digital frequencies, but perhaps also for the analog frequencies that were issued earlier, because the digital frequencies will come from the analog frequencies. And I think there should be an audit, because as we well know, how are they allocated in the past? How did some people end up with basketfuls of national frequencies, sometimes more than the national broadcaster? So if there's going to be an audit, let it be done across all frequencies. But the key point to make here is that this is a national resource. It is not like a vehicle where you have a logbook or land where you have a title deed that you can decide to just park it in your garage and not use it. It's a national resource and all Kenyans are entitled to information.
Riu horo wigie umemerekia no uhananio na nduka nyingi ire dido ngurani kuria ungiingira nduka iria irakorwo igukenia ugure kiria kirakorwo gigukenia.
Finally, Kenyans have choice. That is what digital migration means. You have choice. The days when one broadcaster offered everything to everybody, so you have bits of everything to everybody, to try and match and reach all your viewers, are gone, long gone. Now broadcasters will have to have target-specific content. You'll have to make your content, decide who your target group is, and become relevant to that target group. And I think for the first time when Kenyans have choice, with over 60, I think by the end of this year we'll have maybe 60 or 70 channels, each with specific content. That will be a good thing when you have choice, when you have diversity. And that's what the digital broadcasting sector offers. And it is really quite a puzzle why anybody would want to stop and sabotage employment of the youth and choice to Kenyans, choice of content and information, and employment to content providers.